A political assassination? I mean, that's heavy stuff. But the response? Wow. It was something that absolutely no one saw coming. We're going to break down what happened and, more importantly, why it matters right now. So stick around. And hey, before we dive in, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You are not going to want to miss this.
So, it all starts on a college campus in Utah. A prominent political voice was there speaking, and then he was silenced. Forever. This was a brutal, targeted act of violence that sent absolute shockwaves across the country. Look, in a nation as polarized as ours is right now, an event like this could have easily been like pouring gasoline on an already raging fire, just pushing people even further into their corners. But what happened next was, well, it was truly remarkable. The loudest calls for peace came from the most unexpected places imaginable, completely flipping the script on how we talk about political tragedy.
Okay, so first things first, let's get the facts straight. Here is exactly what happened that set this entire incredible story in motion. The victim was Charlie Kirk, the 31-year-old founder of Turning Point USA and a major voice in conservative media. He was assassinated right after a speaking event, a truly devastating and direct attack.
In the aftermath, one of the most powerful tributes came from one of Kirk's biggest political opponents, California Governor Gavin Newsom. And you know what? Their connection was way deeper than you might think.
So Newsom didn't just condemn the violence with some generic statement. No, he actually offered a path forward. He argued that the real way to honor Kirk's legacy was through debate and discussion, the very things Kirk built his entire career on, not violence. And this wasn't just some politician talking. These two had a real history. Get this. Kirk was the very first guest on Newsom's new show earlier this year, where they sat down and had a respectful, long-form debate. And that appearance? It was huge. It's still the most watched episode of Newsom's show, with nearly 1 million views. I mean, that's a serious testament to Kirk's ability to draw in an audience, even an audience that completely disagreed with him. The connection even hit home for Newsom's own family. He actually revealed that his 13-year-old son is a fan who follows Kirk on TikTok. I mean, that's just a stunning example of how Kirk's message was cutting across some really deep political and generational divides. Newsom's point here was absolutely crucial. This wasn't just a tragedy. It was political violence, a direct attack on democracy itself. He argued that the second bullets replace debate, the entire system is in danger. So his solution was simple but really profound. Engage with people you disagree with. Debate ideas with words, not with weapons. Because for Newsom, honest disagreement makes us stronger, while violence just tears us all apart. And here's the thing. Newsom wasn't just some lone voice. Not at all. In fact, his message was echoed in a massive, unified way of condemnation from the very top of the Democratic Party. The message was identical, and it came from everywhere. You had former President Obama calling it despicable. President Biden said it must end now. Vice President Harris was unequivocal. No place in America. You had Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez calling to end the scourge. And Nancy Pelosi, who said it has absolutely no place in our nation. It was this clear, unified, powerful chorus all saying the same thing. This stops here. So, okay, after all the shock, all the tributes, and all the condemnations, what's the ultimate takeaway from this incredibly sad moment? What does it all mean? The bottom line is this. In a moment that could have ripped the country apart, a really clear message emerged from all sides. Disagree, debate, argue, but do it with words, not with violence. Which leaves us with a final and pretty crucial question. It's easy to say all this in the wake of a tragedy, but can it last? Can a moment of shared grief actually be a catalyst to bridge our divides and get us to engage in good faith debate again? So what do you think? Is this a real turning point, or is it just a temporary ceasefire? Let us know your take in the comments. And if you got some value from this breakdown, like and subscribe for more explainers that cut right through the noise. Thanks for digging into this with me.